What's up, everyone? So first thing I like to do when I get on the motorcycle, it's early in the morning, haven't ridden at all yet today, just got up, just getting the wheels turning, shaking out the cobwebs, all that fun stuff. Watch out for this big old piece of wire in the road. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and move that out of the way. It's like a big bungee cord or some weird shit. Giant piece of wiring. Don't know what this crap is. I'll just move it over here out of the way, so that way another biker come along won't have an issue with it. Be on the lookout for debris. Clean it up if you can. Just don't put yourself in danger by pulling over and walking in the road trying to pick up some trash. Notice my lane position here. I'm not lined up right with that car or the Jeep, but there's also this right turn lane here, and I don't want to be sitting back too far blocking it in case these vehicles behind me want to cruise up into it. So I'm just kind of pulling up. You can see the faded paint lines right here. I just want to make sure I'm out of the way, not in the way or an inconvenience to other motorists. Now as we get up here, this highway is usually pretty busy, pulling out onto it. So you just want to take your time, look real good. I like to go to the middle. Just like that, you can accelerate your way in. Make sure you're checking your mirrors, head checks, but you want to make sure you have a good window, a good gap, especially if you're a beginner starting out. You want to give yourself way more room and space and time than what I just did. If while you're merging in like that, if anything goes wrong, if you miss a shift, miss a gear, stall the bike, whatever, you're gonna get smacked. Notice this truck in front of me, they're positioning. Even when I'm not at an intersection and not stopped behind vehicles, I can still consider my lane positioning and escape routes based on that vehicle in front of me. So notice they're like mostly over in the right portion of the lane. I can actually move myself over to this left portion of the lane. And notice now I have kind of a window. I want to be cognizant and aware of these vehicles on my left side in the other lane. I want to make sure I have a little bit of space cushion between them and not too far over on that white dotted line. I can line myself up in case they suddenly slam on their brakes. I'd still have a little alleyway here, a little escape route. I can also notice this truck has a bunch of like dried leaves and stuff flying out of the bed. Something to be aware of. Might have been hauling some yard scrap at one point, just some little leftovers flying out of there. Now this truck in front of me is starting to accelerate, so now I can scooch myself, watch the roadkill, back over to this right portion of the lane, give myself a little more following distance between them. Notice how even as I'm adjusting my lane position, I'm still using head checks, I'm still looking before I scooch over. You never know when another vehicle or motorcyclist has snuck up on you and it's just sitting right next to you. All of a sudden you try to make an adjustment and boom, bump right into someone. It can be a bad time, so always turn your head, always check your mirrors, always over the shoulder head check your blind spots. I can use my peripheral vision, use the corner of my eye to just peek and see if there's anything there. And it only takes you a half second, boom, make sure it's clear, boom, make sure it's clear. Never just go without checking first. With all this traffic congestion, we're already over here positioned in the left portion of the lane so that we have an escape route available to us. Even if there was absolutely no other vehicles on the road behind me or around me, I'd still pull up and position myself there, because you can practice those good habits all the time. You want to be constantly practicing the right way to do things. That way you're ready, you're constantly getting those repetitions of good habits, all that stuff. If you're not practicing the right way to do stuff, then when things go wrong, you're gonna have to think about it for a second and be less prepared to just act. And that's gonna get you in trouble and can get you killed. Let's cruise up and see if we can say hello. Good example there. You can say hello to people, get a thumbs up, get a wave. but you don't want to be too deep, too distracted in it, because then you're not paying attention to the other stuff cutting out in front of you, and that can get you cleaned up. Go for it, brother. Yeah, there you go. That's all it takes. Being aware of the little boy in the car giving you a thumbs up, of the Dodge that wants to pull in. Be aware of all that good stuff. Be aware of the vehicles behind you, maybe not paying as much attention. Looks like it's a good opportunity to go for it. Big old city bus. Watch that left turning vehicle up there. Gonna go for it. Yeah. Watch the manhole covers. Watch this vehicle. Big head check, make sure it's clear. Now look at my space cushion. There's that whole line of traffic. A lot of those drivers want to do the exact same thing I did. They don't want to sit in a line of traffic. They want to jump out into the free lane and go. So if you get over in that free lane, this open lane, and there's a huge line of cars kind of stopped or just getting moving, adjust your space cushion, your lane position way over here. That way, if any of them come jumping out, you have that little bit more time and space. If I'm kicked way out to the side, thanks, sweet, then it can be easier for them to see me. It's a good practice to position yourself where you can see and be seen. Hey, they got a tool sticker. But I'm more concerned with what I can see, right? I can only control myself. I can't control other drivers, so I'm gonna give myself the best visibility so I can see threats and hazards. And then kind of secondary to that is hoping other people can see me in that position. Not that anybody's really looking anyway, so as long as I can see, then I know if it's safe or not. I'm not gonna rely on other motorists to keep me safe. It's my responsibility, right? So notice I'm sitting here just playing in this friction zone, squeezing my clutch in and out. I'm in first gear. I got little throttle blips going. I can launch my motorcycle at any time. If I was to suddenly peek down in my mirror and see that there's a vehicle flying up on me doing 40 miles an hour, gonna smash me, I'm already prepared in that friction zone. I can let that clutch out and get out of there and not get KO'd. If I am not prepared, if I put my bike in neutral right here just to wait for this light, and I'm just sitting here with my hands off the bars, I'm not gonna be ready. But if I'm in first gear, in that friction zone, ready to rock and roll, my reaction time is so much quicker. I'm ready to just get out. Get out of there. We got to get out. There's your Arnold of the day. Just start a new segment, right? Every moto vlog we do. Been a while since we've done Arnold. Makes my throat feel weird. I noticed one thing I do in a lot of the videos lately is I say like we haven't done Arnold in a while. Like, who the fuck is we? It's me, right? I haven't done Arnold in a while, but I have this tendency of like some kind of third party shit. Yeah, guys, we're just out here cruising. It's just me, myself, and I. Maybe that's it. I'm just Jim Carrey. Me, myself, and Irene. Me and all the other people living inside my head. The voices.